Okay, so I'm talking about chapter 3. It's called The Origins of Public Health into the 1700s, and basically the author talks about the history starting from the 1700s to the 1800s about public health. He argues how public health cannot be fully understood without understanding the history of public health. He proposes that public health was developed in the 18th century. He covers how health was initially dealt with magic and religious terms. If one had a disease, it was because of sin, and the method of practice at the time was to pray. And then they slowly started realizing that majority of people were getting sick because of these epidemics. And then they started considering, well, everyone's getting sick, it can't be sin. So they started thinking scientifically, and that's how it slowly started to develop public health. He discusses the theories of public health that emerged. He argues about Hippocrates, the Greek physician, and how he had knowledge about the many types of healers there were. Hippocrates viewed health as a balance between diet and exercise and massages and other aspects that contributed to influencing and affecting the individual. The author also discusses about the Romans and how they produced public health practices that contributed to their social and military organizations. The Romans worked on bringing water to their cities. They built bathrooms and baths, which helped improve personal hygiene and cleanliness. Once agricultural production changed, so did trading patterns between Europe and the Middle East. The trade also brought about new infections, plague, leprosy, tuberculosis, influenza. So once leprosy came into play in the medieval times, that's when they discovered the mechanism of quarantine. It was in 1348 in Venice. It was initially for a period of 30 days, but became later 40 days. That's how quarantine had its name. It was from the Italian port authorities who were turning away vessels from suspected areas. And after 40 days, people could come back. That's just how they started using the method of quarantine. He also discusses about the Columbian Exchange and how the Columbian Exchange is still a controversial topic today. He argues how the Columbian Exchange affected health in a number of ways, and it was due to military trade and travel. By the military trade and travel, it helped cause epidemics among the people because through trade, particularly, and travel, the two together, it helped expose non-immune populations to new diseases because those people were never exposed to those bacteria and diseases before. They were easily susceptible to getting sick. Those new diseases could be examples of smallpox. Later, close to the 1800s, a more efficient method came into play. They started using a method called social mathematics. Social mathematics is a way of assessing the strength of the state by counting the populations. By using social mathematics, it helped discover the regulatory of life and death, all of which, like quarantine, social mathematics, and improving hygiene, helped keep track of those who were sick, keep track of diseases. It helped diagnose causes of disease, and it helped formulate prevention from new diseases from occurring. It wasn't like very significant, but it was a start to the measures of public health. That's what he talks about.